Someone wants to marry you but will take your. Someone is thinking about you right now, someone is planning, someone is preparing to step into your life with promises that feel golden, with words that feel like they were written just for your heart. At first glance, it seems like a blessing, a dream finally stepping into reality. But the truth is far more complex than the sweetness of their smile or the softness of their voice. God sees what you cannot. Archangel Michael stands beside you even before you know there is a storm coming, holding a sword of truth that will slice through illusions before they touch your soul. You might feel drawn, enchanted, captivated by their attention. That feeling, that excitement, is not wrong, it is human, it is natural, but it is not always a sign of safety. Someone who wants to marry you while hiding intentions that will steal from you does not reveal themselves immediately. They move slowly, carefully, masking control with care, theft with affection, manipulation with smiles. And you, weary from battles already fought in life, may feel flattered and hopeful. Yet God, in His infinite wisdom, is asking you to pause, to breathe, to observe with the eyes of the Spirit, not just the eyes of the heart. In your life, you have known pain. You have been betrayed by those you trusted, hurt by those you believed would protect you, and abandoned when you needed love most. And now, someone steps forward with a promise of marriage, a promise that sounds like everything you have longed for. But God's voice comes in whispers first. A sudden hesitation in their words, a detail left unspoken, a reaction that feels off in your gut. These are the warnings. They are not meant to instill fear, they are meant to awaken your discernment. Your heart is precious, and the angels have not stopped guarding it for you to give it blindly. Archangel Michael surrounds you with light, cutting through shadows that threaten to enter your life. Every time you feel that little twinge of doubt, that hesitation that makes you question what seems perfect, know that it is not weakness. It is God's guidance, it is the Spirit speaking. This person may appear gentle, patient, loving, but the subtle actions, the small signs, the hidden intentions, they are all part of a pattern that the Spirit is helping you to see before it is too late. The danger is not always loud or dramatic. It is quiet. It creeps in through charm and attention, through promises that seem too good to be true. They might seem like they are offering your dreams on a silver platter, but underneath, there is a hunger for more, your energy, your peace, your focus, your very soul. Someone like this knows how to appeal to your hopes, your longings, and your desire for companionship. That is why God and Archangel Michael work quietly around you, placing signs in your path, offering nudges in moments you least expect, so that you can step back before your heart is fully committed. Every word that comes from them must be observed. Every action, every delay, every inconsistency is a thread to be followed. God has not given you intuition to ignore it. He has not given you awareness to overlook it. The angels, through dreams, through signs, through the vibrations of your own spirit, are showing you that not all affection is pure, not all promises are meant to protect you, and not every love is a blessing. It will feel confusing. It will feel like a test that your heart cannot pass. But remember, this is not about mistrusting everyone, it is about trusting God's wisdom. It is about learning to differentiate between the love that nourishes and the love that takes. Your heart is sacred. Your peace is priceless. And what God has placed in you, your dignity, your joy, your inner light, must not be surrendered to someone whose intentions are hidden in shadows. Even as family and friends encourage you, even as the world celebrates the idea of a union, remember that God's perspective is always higher. The approval of others does not guarantee safety. Archangel Michael sees beyond charm, beyond smiles, beyond the words that can deceive. The Spirit is guiding you to pause, to reflect, to protect what is precious before it can be taken. Pray, watch, observe, and listen. Watch how this person respects your boundaries. Listen to the quiet alarms in your spirit. Observe the things that seem out of place, the moments where truth hides. Every instinct, every hesitation, every doubt is a message from God to protect what is sacred within you. No one has the right to take your joy, your peace, your love, your very essence. Not yet, not without proof of purity and sincerity. Your life's blessings are meant to multiply in the hands of someone who honors you, not someone who seeks to claim what is not theirs to take. And in this quiet battle of hearts, God's voice will be loud enough if you pay attention, if you open your heart fully to His wisdom. Archangel Michael is your invisible sentinel, cutting through the shadows that wish to touch you, revealing the hidden intentions that you cannot yet see. Do not rush. Do not be blinded by what seems sweet. Love that truly comes from God's plan is patient, transparent, and nurturing. Anything that seeks to marry you while taking from you is not aligned with His will. And so, every word you hear, every glance you receive, every offer of closeness should be tested against the light of the Spirit, filtered through the guidance of angels, and measured with the weight of your soul's protection. Stand firm. Pray daily. Call upon Archangel Michael to reveal truth, to cut illusions, to guard your heart. Because when you allow someone into your life, it should be with clarity, with certainty, with peace, not with the risk of losing yourself. What God has entrusted to you is sacred, and no one should enter your life until they honor it fully. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving guidance and protection, and comment, Amen, to affirm God's shield over your heart. Even as you begin to feel some comfort in the attention you are receiving, a subtle tension lingers in the air, one that only your soul can sense. You might tell yourself it's imagination, or perhaps the residue of past betrayals clouding your judgment. But God and Archangel Michael know the truth. They know that someone is attempting to step into your life with intentions that are not fully pure. The sweetness of their words, the warmth in their voice, the care in their gestures, they are all layers, carefully crafted to draw you in while slowly taking pieces of your essence without your awareness. You may notice small things at first, slight contradictions in their stories, promises that appear generous but have conditions hidden beneath, moments where their charm feels slightly forced. These are not coincidences. They are warnings, whispers of the Spirit, nudges from Archangel Michael who stands as your sentinel, observing, protecting, and preparing you for the truths you are yet to face. Each subtle inconsistency is a thread, follow it, and you will see the pattern that is being carefully concealed. The heart wants to trust. The heart wants to believe. The heart longs for love after all the hardships you have endured. And that is exactly why God allows this test to enter your path. Because when someone arrives with intentions that could take from you, they are not only testing your discernment, they are testing the strength of your faith. The angels remind you that it is not weakness to question, it is not sin to doubt, and it is not mistrust to look beyond appearances. Your protection comes from vigilance guided by divine wisdom. This person may appear attentive, considerate, even selfless. They may bring gestures that feel comforting, like gifts or acts of kindness that seem too thoughtful to be ordinary. But pay attention to the spaces in between, the unexplained absences, the forgotten promises, the glances that seem to avoid your questions. These are the subtle hints that reveal the true intentions of a person who seeks to marry you while taking from you. God sees all of this. He sees the hidden motives, the shadows behind smiles, and the subtle manipulation that the human eye cannot detect. It is in the quiet moments, when they are not trying to impress you or win your approval, that the truth will be revealed. Watch how they speak about others, how they respond when challenged, how they handle their own emotions. Archangel Michael urges you to observe not only the grand gestures but the small ones, the casual disrespect, the subtle disregard for boundaries, the moments when charm slips and control begins to emerge. These are not accidents, they are glimpses of what could be taken from you if you are not cautious. You may feel a rising fear as these realizations begin to surface, but know this: fear is not your enemy. Fear is a divine signal, a call from God and His angels, guiding you to protect what is sacred within you. Your heart, your energy, your joy, your clarity, these are treasures that should not be surrendered lightly. When someone enters your life with a mask of love, it is the Spirit's work to reveal their true face before they can take what belongs solely to you. Prayer becomes your strongest weapon. Speak to God and Archangel Michael openly about your doubts. Ask for clarity, ask for protection, ask for insight into intentions that are hidden from mortal eyes. The answers may come in moments of quiet reflection, in dreams, in the sudden realization of patterns you previously ignored. Each answer is a light piercing the darkness, a divine revelation to shield you from loss, deception, and heartbreak. You may also notice the reactions of those around this person, the subtle unease, the almost imperceptible warnings, the way people instinctively respond when something is off. These signs are part of the guidance God places in your life. Angels move not only within your spirit but around your surroundings, weaving together circumstances that reveal the true character of those who enter your world. Listen carefully. Observe diligently. Your discernment is a gift, sharpened by experience and illuminated by divine protection. And even as this person tries to captivate you, you will find moments where their control cannot hide their true intentions. Perhaps it is a glance, too fleeting to be noticed by anyone else, a word spoken too sharply, or a reaction that feels unnatural. These small cracks are God's way of allowing you to see, to sense, and to realize that while someone may seek your hand, they are attempting to take what is far greater: the serenity of your soul, the peace of your heart, and the clarity of your path. Archangel Michael surrounds you constantly, slicing through the illusions that attempt to disguise greed, manipulation, or deceit as affection. Each time you hesitate, each time a question lingers unanswered, each time your spirit whispers, "Something is not right," know that it is the Archangel's presence, guiding you, urging you to pause, to observe, and to protect yourself before your heart is given away. Do not ignore your instincts. Do not dismiss the subtle alarms. What may appear as doubt or overthinking is actually the Spirit giving you the tools to safeguard what is most precious. God has entrusted your heart to you, and no one should be allowed to enter fully until they have proven the integrity of their intentions through transparency, respect, and true alignment with the light of the Spirit. And so, even as someone continues to draw nearer, remember that this is not a time to be swayed by flattery or charm. This is a time to look deeper, to trust in God's guidance, and to recognize that not every union is a blessing. Some are lessons in disguise, some are tests of faith, and some are shields placed by the Spirit to protect your heart from loss. Stand firm, pray fervently, and call upon Archangel Michael to reveal every hidden motive, to break the chains of deceit, and to place divine protection around your soul. Because in the end, those who are meant to enter your life will do so with transparency, sincerity, and respect for the sacredness of your heart. And those who are not will be revealed, allowing you to step away without losing your light, your peace, or your faith. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay guided by divine wisdom, and comment Amen to affirm God's protection over your heart. Even after all the warnings, after all the guidance from God and Archangel Michael, the presence of this person continues to linger in your life, drawing closer with each passing day. Their words still carry that intoxicating sweetness, their attention still seems unwavering, and their promises still glitter with the illusion of love. But now, your soul begins to see what your heart once overlooked. The subtle gaps in their stories widen, the inconsistencies multiply, and the energy around them begins to feel heavy, almost suffocating. It is in this weight that the Spirit makes itself known, urging you to recognize the truth that has been hiding behind charm and gestures. You may start to notice the little manipulations, the way they make you question your own judgment, the way they twist small situations to make you feel indebted, the way their care begins to feel like a claim. It is not always obvious. Often, it is just a feeling, a quiet whisper in your heart, a hesitation in your mind. This is where God and Archangel Michael act most powerfully. They sharpen your awareness, heighten your intuition, and illuminate the path so that you can see what lies beneath the surface. Sometimes, the danger is in plain sight. A conversation that seemed casual may suddenly reveal control. A compliment that once felt genuine may begin to feel like a trap. And yet, even as your mind warns you, your heart may still reach for the warmth, the hope, the comfort that you've been missing. This is exactly why vigilance is required. Love that comes to take rather than give will always wear a mask, and only divine guidance can help you see behind it. Notice the boundaries they respect, or fail to respect. Watch how they respond when you say no or hesitate. Observe the moments when their charm slips and impatience or entitlement surfaces. God has placed these moments in your life as markers, signals, and opportunities to step back before giving away what is sacred. Archangel Michael stands guard over your decisions, ensuring that you do not act blindly, ensuring that your spirit remains unbroken, and that your heart remains shielded from what would harm it. There may be times when you are tempted to dismiss your own instincts, to rationalize their behavior, to believe that love can justify deceit. But remember, love that truly comes from God never takes what is not freely given. Love aligned with divine purpose is transparent, nurturing, and patient. Anyone seeking to enter your life while secretly taking from you is acting against the Spirit's plan, and every subtle discomfort, hesitation, or unease is a sign that God is asking you to pause. As the days continue, the tension will grow. You may see glimpses of their true intentions in fleeting moments, a flash of irritation, a calculated reaction, a controlling comment masked as concern. These are not accidents. They are the cracks in the mask, the evidence that God allows you to perceive so that you can protect yourself. Your responsibility is to listen, to observe, and to act with clarity, guided by the angels. Prayer becomes the lifeline in moments of confusion. Speak to God openly. Call upon Archangel Michael to cut through deception, to illuminate hidden truths, and to shield your heart. Ask for discernment, clarity, and courage, because the path ahead will demand that you remain strong, vigilant, and unwavering in your faith. Each prayer strengthens the light around you, makes the invisible defenses stronger, and prepares you for the challenges of the heart that are yet to come. Do not let the allure of affection blind you to the truth. What is disguised as love can easily become a thief, slowly taking your peace, your confidence, and your energy. But God is showing you the difference between what is safe and what is dangerous, what is genuine and what is manipulative. Archangel Michael is guiding your eyes, your mind, and your heart to see clearly, to recognize the hidden motives, and to make choices that honor your soul. And even if the world around you praises this person, even if friends or family are unaware of the danger, your spirit knows. The Spirit communicates through subtle alarms, through instincts, through quiet inner resistance. Each time you feel doubt, do not ignore it. Each time your heart hesitates, listen carefully. These are the tools God gives you to protect what is most precious. Your heart is sacred, and no one should step into your life to claim it until their intentions are fully revealed, their transparency unquestionable, and their love aligned with God's light. Remain patient. Observe carefully. Pray consistently. And allow the Spirit to reveal everything before making any choice. The one who is truly meant to walk with you will never seek to take what is yours, they will only enhance your joy, your peace, and your blessings. Those who come to take must be recognized early, so you can step away before any damage is done. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to remain guided by divine protection, and comment, Amen, to affirm that God and Archangel Michael are guarding your heart from harm. Even after noticing the subtle cracks and hidden intentions, this person will continue to push forward, carefully testing your defenses. Their smiles may still be present, their words still honeyed, but there is a shift you can feel, a weight that grows heavier with each passing interaction. It is almost imperceptible, but your spirit begins to recognize the undercurrent, an unspoken demand, a quiet pressure, a hunger that seeks more than your heart is ready to give. God allows you to feel this before disaster strikes, and Archangel Michael intensifies his protection, standing as a shield between you and the danger that would otherwise slip unnoticed into your life. At times, they will act as if their intentions are flawless. They will present themselves as perfect, flawless even, anticipating your every need, charming those around you, creating a picture of a life that seems complete. And yet, the Spirit reminds you, appearances are never the full truth. Love that is real, love that is pure, does not seek to consume or to take advantage. Love that is aligned with God uplifts, nourishes, and honors. Watch carefully. Listen attentively. Feel deeply. Because the smallest inconsistency, the faintest unease, the slightest manipulation is a divine warning that something is not aligned with your safety and your blessings. You may feel torn, because the attention and affection appeal to what you have longed for, the desire for companionship, the hope for a partner who values you. But remember, the heart is not a gift to be taken lightly. What God has placed within you, your joy, your energy, your clarity, your inner light, is sacred. To surrender it without certainty is to risk more than disappointment. It is to risk losing pieces of yourself that the angels fight to protect every single day. Notice their reactions when you set boundaries. Observe what happens when you refuse or hesitate. Are they patient? Do they respect your space? Or do they subtly push, guilt, or manipulate? This is the point where divine guidance becomes critical. God and Archangel Michael are not silent observers, they are active protectors, helping you discern the layers beneath the charm, illuminating the patterns that are hidden from ordinary eyes. Every subtle unease is a message, a reminder, a signpost to lead you away from danger. Sometimes, it is easy to dismiss these feelings, to rationalize behavior, to tell yourself that it must be miscommunication or misunderstanding. But the Spirit is persistent. It whispers, it nudges, it grows louder when ignored. Dreams may carry warnings. Chance encounters may expose truths. Your own intuition may refuse to rest. God will ensure that no deception goes entirely unnoticed, that no hidden motive remains fully concealed, if you are willing to listen. The real danger of someone who seeks to marry while taking from you lies in the way they slowly encroach on your life, on your peace, on your boundaries, and eventually on your very spirit. It may begin with small acts, control disguised as concern, attention disguised as love, demands disguised as care. And if not recognized early, these small intrusions can grow, leaving you feeling trapped, manipulated, and drained. But God is showing you the signs before it reaches that point, giving you the power to choose, to step back, and to protect your soul from theft. Call upon Archangel Michael daily. Ask him to reveal truth, to expose hidden intentions, to cut through the illusions. Pray for clarity, for courage, for wisdom to see beyond appearances. Allow yourself to feel the discomfort, the hesitation, the alarm. These are not weaknesses, they are signals from God guiding you to safety. Trust them. Follow them. Let them shape your actions, not your fears, and you will emerge unscathed from any attempt to take what is rightfully yours. Even as this person continues to weave their influence, you begin to see the pattern more clearly. Their charm cannot fully conceal their desire to possess rather than to cherish. Their words cannot fully hide the subtle attempts to control, to take, to manipulate. Every instinct, every hesitation, every quiet alarm in your spirit is a lifeline, a bridge from danger to safety. God has placed these instincts, these angels, these warnings before you so that your heart remains intact, your peace remains untouched, and your destiny remains protected. Remember, love that is meant to be never comes at the cost of your soul. True love, guided by God, enhances your life, preserves your joy, and aligns with your highest purpose. Anyone who seeks to marry while taking from you is acting against the flow of divine blessing, and your task is to recognize it, step back, and let the Spirit reveal the truth fully before making any commitments. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving divine guidance and protection, and comment, Amen, to affirm God and Archangel Michael's shield over your heart and soul. As the days go on, the tension around this person's intentions becomes almost tangible. You begin to notice how their actions, once subtle, are becoming bolder. It is as if their patience is thin, as if their desire to control or take what belongs to you is growing. And yet, their charm remains, a constant mask that they wear, carefully crafted to keep your heart drawn in while their true motives linger in the shadows. God and Archangel Michael are with you in every moment, watching, guiding, and preparing you to confront what lies beneath the surface. You may feel a tug of confusion, a tug that pulls your heart toward hope even as your spirit raises alarms. This is the precise moment where vigilance is required. The angels remind you that true love does not impose, does not manipulate, does not drain. True love respects boundaries, honors your spirit, and works in harmony with God's blessings. If you sense discomfort, hesitation, or pressure, it is not doubt or fear, it is divine guidance urging you to observe, to question, and to protect yourself. There may be times when they appear generous, patient, even understanding, as if to prove that your hesitations are unfounded. But the Spirit teaches you to look deeper. Observe the subtle patterns, the repeated avoidance of direct questions, the moments where charm slips and impatience surfaces, the hints of entitlement disguised as care. These are not accidents. These are signs, messages from God and Archangel Michael, allowing you to perceive the truth before it can harm you. Your heart, precious and tender from past experiences, may ache at the thought of turning away. It is natural to wish for love, to hope that this time it will be different. But God is asking you to pause, to pray, and to listen with clarity. Every instinct, every quiet alarm in your spirit, every hesitation is a protective mechanism designed by divine wisdom. To ignore these signals is to risk losing not just your peace, but your very sense of self, the part of you that God has protected and cherished through every trial. At times, you may wonder if you are overthinking, if you are being too cautious. But Archangel Michael stands as a reminder that discernment is a gift, a shield that separates those who truly seek to uplift you from those who wish to take advantage. Each prayer, each quiet reflection, each moment of observation strengthens your connection to divine protection and sharpens your ability to see through deception. You might even notice subtle consequences when their intentions begin to clash with your boundaries, the frustration that flashes across their eyes, the impatience that escapes their voice, the subtle pressure to make choices faster than your heart is ready. These are not coincidences. They are divine cues, guiding you to step back, to protect what is sacred, and to recognize that someone who wishes to marry while taking from you is not aligned with God's plan for your life. It is in these moments that faith becomes essential. Call upon God and Archangel Michael with intention and sincerity. Ask for clarity. Ask for strength. Ask for the wisdom to see hidden motives and to protect your heart. The answers may come quietly, in a dream, in a sudden realization, or in the way your spirit feels when you are near this person. Trust these messages, for they are the guiding light that will shield you from harm and prepare you for the love that is truly meant for you. Remember, love that is pure, aligned with God, never demands, never steals, and never harms the soul. Anyone who seeks to marry while taking from you is moving against the flow of divine blessings. Recognize it early. Protect yourself. Step back. And allow God to reveal the full truth in His timing. Your heart is sacred. Your energy is sacred. Your peace is sacred. And no one has the right to claim them without full transparency, honesty, and alignment with God's purpose. Even as the tension grows, even as the charm continues, know this: you are never alone. Archangel Michael is with you, cutting through shadows, revealing hidden truths, and guiding you toward clarity. God surrounds you with light and protection, ensuring that what is yours remains yours, and that what is false is revealed before it can cause harm. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to remain protected and guided, and comment "Amen" to affirm God and Archangel Michael's shield over your heart and soul. By now, you may feel the weight of confusion, the heaviness of uncertainty pressing on your heart. The charm, the attention, the sweet words, all of it may still pull at you, tempting you to lower your guard. And yet, God is calling you to awaken fully, to step into the light of clarity, to see what lies hidden beneath the surface. Archangel Michael stands beside you with a sword of truth, cutting through illusions, breaking the chains of deception, and clearing a path for your soul to walk safely. The time for discernment has passed. Now is the time for revelation, for understanding, for divine guidance to illuminate the shadows that threaten your peace. God begins to show you the true nature of this person. In quiet moments, you sense the subtle manipulations you may have missed before, the way their charm hides control, the way their attention hides intention, the way their love is more about taking than giving. These revelations are not meant to frighten you, they are meant to protect you, to awaken the power within your spirit, and to help you recognize that your heart is too precious to be surrendered without clarity. Archangel Michael steps even closer, guiding your instincts with precision. You notice how your intuition sharpens, how every hesitation, every quiet doubt, every instinctual alarm becomes a beacon. You begin to understand that the unease you felt was not your fear but divine protection, God and the angels teaching you to discern, to protect, and to honor the sacredness of your heart. No longer is the threat invisible. Now, the truth stands before you, illuminated by spiritual light, undeniable and clear. As you pray and meditate, the Spirit begins to give you strength, the courage to set boundaries firmly, to say no with confidence, and to step back from anyone whose intentions are misaligned with your blessings. You feel a profound sense of relief, as if the invisible weight has lifted, as if a veil has been pulled away, revealing not just the danger, but the path forward. God is reminding you that your peace is non-negotiable, that your heart is not to be compromised, and that love meant for you will never steal, manipulate, or diminish your light. In this moment, clarity becomes your armor. Every decision you make is guided by divine wisdom. You begin to see how subtle manipulations and hidden intentions could have taken pieces of your spirit, drained your energy, and left scars in your soul. But because you trusted God, because you called upon Archangel Michael, because you honored your instincts, you are now shielded. The potential heartbreak, the betrayal, the loss, all have been intercepted by the power of divine protection. God also begins to show you the blessings of discernment. You realize that each hesitation, each doubt, each prayerful pause was a gift a signal that allowed you to see the truth before it could harm you. Your awareness becomes sharper, your faith deeper, and your trust in the Spirit stronger. You understand that the right love will come not with manipulation but with transparency, with respect, with alignment to God's purpose. Archangel Michael encourages you to forgive, not for their sake, but for your own soul's liberation. Release the energy that might have been spent in hurt, disappointment, or resentment. Let God's light fill the spaces where fear and doubt once lived. Feel the divine protection settle fully around your heart, a shield that no human deception can penetrate. Every prayer, every meditation, every moment of reflection strengthens this armor, and you begin to walk with a renewed sense of peace, clarity, and spiritual empowerment. You also sense that God is preparing your path for blessings that are aligned with your highest good. The right person, the true love, will not come to take, but to add, to enhance, and to walk with you in harmony with the Spirit. You feel hope returning, but it is different now. It is steady, rooted in discernment, in clarity, and in divine protection. Your heart is ready to love, not blindly, but wisely, guided by the angels and illuminated by God's truth. Take a moment now to breathe in the sense of safety, the calm of divine intervention, and the reassurance that comes from knowing your heart is guarded. No longer do you need to fear what might have been lost. The Spirit has intervened, the angels have acted, and the truth is revealed. Your path is clear, your peace restored, and your heart remains sacred, untouched by the hands of anyone unworthy. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving divine guidance and protection, and comment, Amen, to affirm God and Archangel Michael's presence and shield around your heart. Now, with the weight of confusion and fear lifted, you begin to feel the undeniable presence of God wrapping around you like a warm, protective light. Archangel Michael stands beside you, a towering figure of strength and divine guidance, his sword gleaming with truth, his wings casting a protective shadow over your heart. You realize, in this very moment, that every hesitation, every doubt, every quiet alarm in your spirit was not a weakness, it was divine preparation. God has been shielding you from harm long before you could see it, and His blessings are now ready to flow freely into every corner of your life. Your heart, once tense and wary, begins to open in a new way. The fear of being taken advantage of dissolves, replaced by a serene confidence that comes from knowing that God's wisdom cannot be deceived. Archangel Michael whispers reassurance into the very fiber of your being, teaching you that your soul is sacred, your peace is priceless, and no one can touch the essence of your spirit without your permission and without alignment with God's divine plan. Every heartbeat now carries the rhythm of divine protection, every breath reminds you that you are safe, and every thought is anchored in the clarity of spiritual truth. Healing begins to pour into your life like a river of light. Old wounds, the ones left by betrayal, heartbreak, and loss, are touched by God's gentle hands. Memories that once caused pain now reveal themselves as lessons, as proof of your resilience, as reminders that you survived for a purpose greater than you had imagined. The sorrow that lingered quietly in your soul is replaced with a profound sense of wholeness. You feel renewed, not just emotionally, but physically and spiritually, as if every cell in your body has been bathed in the light of divine grace. Health begins to flourish. The stress, anxiety, and tension that weighed on your body begin to dissipate, replaced by energy, vitality, and balance. Every organ, every limb, every thought aligns with divine harmony. The exhaustion of past struggles is lifted, and you feel invigorated, ready to embrace life fully, with the strength and clarity to navigate whatever comes next. Archangel Michael's presence reinforces this healing, sending waves of calm and protection through your entire being, ensuring that nothing, no negative energy, no deception, no hidden danger, can penetrate the sanctuary God has created around you. Abundance begins to flow into your life, not only in material ways but in the richness of experiences, opportunities, and relationships. God opens doors you did not even know existed, aligning your path with blessings that reflect your true worth. Opportunities for growth, success, and fulfillment arrive in perfect timing, guided by divine wisdom. Your spirit begins to recognize that abundance is not measured merely by possessions but by peace, love, faith, and the ability to move through life with confidence and clarity. Your emotional landscape transforms. The fear of loss, the anxiety of betrayal, and the heaviness of past wounds are replaced by joy, courage, and a profound sense of inner peace. You no longer carry the weight of uncertainty. Every thought that once questioned your worth, every hesitation that once slowed your steps, is now replaced by the knowledge that God is guiding you, that Archangel Michael is protecting you, and that your heart is safe. The lessons you endured have not broken you, they have prepared you for this moment of alignment, clarity, and divine favor. Grace enters your life in subtle and powerful ways. Situations that once seemed impossible are transformed. Obstacles that blocked your path are removed or redirected. Every challenge that arises now carries with it a divine purpose, a lesson to strengthen your spirit, and a confirmation that you are walking in alignment with God's plan. Even the people around you, those who enter your life with good intentions, are positioned perfectly to support, uplift, and encourage your growth. Every connection, every encounter, every choice is filtered through divine light, ensuring that your path is blessed and secure. Love, true and pure, begins to manifest in your life. Not the kind that takes, manipulates, or drains, but the kind that uplifts, nurtures, and honors your spirit. God has prepared a love that aligns with your highest purpose, a partnership that enhances your joy, strengthens your faith, and allows your light to shine brighter than ever. The fear of deception is replaced with a readiness to embrace love wisely, to recognize the blessings that come, and to walk with someone whose heart is aligned with God's will. Your mind becomes sharp, clear, and focused. Decisions that once felt heavy and overwhelming now flow with ease. You feel empowered to discern truth from illusion, to act from faith rather than fear, and to navigate life with confidence. Every step you take is guided by the Spirit, every choice infused with divine clarity, and every path illuminated by Archangel Michael's protection. You are no longer at the mercy of uncertainty, you are walking fully supported, fully guided, and fully blessed. Finally, God blesses you with complete abundance in every area of life: health, wealth, healing, grace, joy, peace, and spiritual insight. The sorrow